today. New location today. We are actually filming in my kitchen because this is the coolest place in my home right now. It is. I don't know about anywhere else, but it is summer in Atlanta. It is so freaking hot. How are you guys? How are you guys? Thank you all for being understanding. The computer is fixed for now. We will see if I have to get any new items or just a whole new computer. Hopefully I won't have to do that, but I think I might have to get a new part. Whenever there's a class action lawsuit against Apple, please let me know. It's time. It's time. It's ridiculous. I've never had products break down so quickly than I've had with Apple. And I think it's just because these items are made by way of slavery. And doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Free the Congo. So, maybe that's what's happening here, but I am just so over it. Anyway, I want to get into the comments, see how you guys are doing. Shout out to anybody just tuning in. See how you guys are doing, and then we'll get started. So, hello, Shamiko. How are you? Shamiko said, night, Nikki in chat. I have been waiting this whole week for you, LOL. So happy to have your face and laughter in the evening while I'm doing reports for work. Your humor is so refreshing. Love from St. Kitts. Thank you so much. You made it just in time. So, Seth. Hey, Elise, how are you? Hey, Lovey. Hey, Drewski, how are you? Hey, Pepe. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Pi, how are you? Hey, Caroline, how are you? Hey, sexy soldier, what's up? Hi, love like you are. Hey, Spency. Alex says, hi, Nikki, we've missed you. We'll be watching while I get this gym workout in. I know that's right. I was supposed to work out today. I did because it was rain. Oh my gosh, I think my internet is bad down here in my kitchen. Oh my God, because I've never done anything down here. Oh God, I'm sorry. It's just too hot upstairs. We're gonna have to make it work for the next 2 days. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I'm not a gym girly. I don't. I'm trying to work out in my apartment complex gym, but I just can't get into it, but I need to because I'm paying for that freaking gym and I'm just not doing anything. I like to walk. I like the nature. I'm a hiker, but it seems like the gyms are like the best option at this point, but I just don't feel like it. Hey, Sarah said, hey, Nikki, the new Trader season 3 cast came out and I'm so excited for the messy housewives with the likes of Boston Rob and the King of Survivor and Tony V. I can't wait. We're going to talk about the cast tomorrow, along with the official cast of The Bachelorette. The Dare Show podcast, thank you for being here. Love like you are said prayers were heard and answers for a real. It's time. Get the Judice's family out once and for all. Amen. Hey, Greta. Hey, Simply Simone. Happy Thursday. Hey, Tia Via. Drewski said, arguing about VIP versus VVIP. Thank you for bringing back the opulent ridiculousness. We all watch these shows for Real Housewives of Dubai. Guys, I've been saying it. The Real Housewives of Dubai and the Real Housewives of Miami is old school housewives. The other housewife shows have jumped the shark. Miami and Dubai, they get it. They get it. Hey, Miss Yinka. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Realities, what's up? Period. Sudan and Palestine, as they say in Philly. Oh my God. There was this one girl, she did this beautiful video and she was like, I want to, from Philly, of course. She was just like, I want to let y'all know, I put that on everything. Free Palestine. And everybody in the comments, all the Palestinians are like, you know what? Thank you so much for your support. Hallelujah. Oh gosh. Mashika said, please review Traders. Bob the drag queen is going to eat. I can't wait. Oh yes. Oh yes, I'm. Hopefully, I can review it all the way through. If something racist happens, y'all know I check out. Y'all know I check out. What's up, Roselle? Roselle said, "Hey, Nikki and Star fam, glad to make a live. I miss you too. Just want to give a shout out to my son. He graduated from high school yesterday. Proud mama. Okay, baby Roselle, congrats. We love you. Oh my God, I love when y'all go up for my hair because y'all know what that means. It's time for it to be washed. Why is it with natural hair? Like the dirtier the better. The curls are sitting. Thank God they came back, y'all. Thank God they came back. Oh Lord, it was scary. Like there's one that she just wants to be difficult. Oh, that heifer don't want to. Oh, I'll cut it if I have to, but child, thank God. What's up, Cordelia? How are you? Cordelia said, passing through Philly to New York, you are getting me through my drive. I used to love that drive back in the day. Hey, Simply Sapone. Hey, Brittany. One in the Mill said, hello. I missed the tambourine. Where is it? In LA. It'll be back on Monday. Going back to LA. Vacation for me is over for now. Hopefully, I'll try to get another vacation in, but Hollywood said, get back to work. And I am. CM said, I want to see how Robin reacts to folks on this cast. You know what, guys? You're probably going to like her. She's probably going to be very likable outside of that Caucasian girl she was following around on her show. Hey, Desiree, how are you? CM said, Tree ain't going nowhere. Joe may take Melissa's spot. We will see. Oh, we are absolutely going to talk about it. I just couldn't fit it in the description because it was just too much, but we are going to talk about it. It was so hilarious. If I can find it, I'll post it on the community page. It was hilarious. Everybody was like, thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Yeah, shout out to the baby. We got graduates in the building. Oh, my bestie just had her baby today. I'm an auntie again. Love Like You Are said they better have a drink. Better have drink limits on Traders. I need my girl Dorinda well enough to perform and come back for a legacy show. I hope so. Did we ever see them drink like that on Traders? I don't think they drank while filming. Yeah, I don't think so. So hopefully we get sober Dorinda. CM said mine have been popping since I stopped using oil or hair grease. Same thing. I use gel. And water. Like I put aloe vera gel on my scalp with some tea tree oil. And then I just spray my hair with aloe vera water and leave-in conditioner. And that's it. I started my natural hair journey right when the natural hair movement took off, but I had to throw away all of those products that I got. I'm down to 4 products. I just had far too much stuff going on, and I realized the creams and the butters were not for my hair. I have fine hair. I need to keep it as light as possible, and that's exactly what I do now. I used to have a gang of products back in the day. I don't have none of that stuff. And I done went back to pink oil moisturizer. I done went back to Blue Magic. I went back to sulfurate. I went back to all the stuff that used to work for me back in the day as a kid. That new stuff, keep it. Especially now, since you freaking black hair care people who created these lines for a black woman sold them to white companies and they don't work for our hair anymore. It's like we were all scammed. Sarah said Tony V, Jeremy, and Boston Rob are going to devour. I know they talked about an alliance as soon as they got the yes from casting. Oh, listen. I'm gonna ride with y'all again, but y'all told me about them Survivor people and they were basura. Those Survivor people did not play Traders well, so hopefully they show up this time. But y'all was going off in the paint for those people, and they were just not showing up to the rising to the occasion. It was the housewives that ate. NC said, "Hey, I'd rather see the Gorgas go. They've been diabolical going after Tree since day one. Then when she responds, it's a problem always." And y'all know I used to have to fight you in the comments about Teresa, but I was just like, guys, it's not her. It's the in-laws. Nello said, "Hey, Nikki, do you plan on reviewing Love Island?" Yes, I'm in the U.S. I will not get episodes of Love Island until Saturday. I think that's what they said on Hulu, that all the episodes will be available on Saturday. So my Love Island reviews will always be a week late, just because it's the only time I can see them. Hey, Empress. Guys, I'll let you know when everything is finalized, but I think I'm gonna see my UK subscribers soon and very soon. I think I'm going to see you guys. I'm finalizing some things now, but I think we're gonna chat. I think I'm gonna pull you all for a chat this summer. I can't wait. Thank you for being here, Empress. Sarah said they do drink, but never enough to get lit like that. I believe they have a limit. Good. CM said Dorinda gonna be the ultimate trader. She gonna act like she's drunk and folks. Oh, smart. CM said, I use the Do Big Papa in the Crazy Sexy Curl. My hair is great. Listen, I like the Do. The Do is really working for me. And then I moved over to Mael. I thought I'm so Philly and ghetto. I thought it was Meal. I didn't know it was Mael until I was invited to an event for Mael. And I was like, who the hell is Mael? And my friend was like, the hair care products that you use. I was like, Meal? I use that, but then I'm telling you, as soon as she sold it, the product changed. It no longer works for my hair. I had to throw out all the products that I had. And now I'm just back to like DIY hair care. Listen, I love my DIY hair care. The problem is, who the hell wants to travel with that stuff? You know what I mean? Like, I need to have something I can travel with. I can't travel with a big bottle of aloe vera water. Like, I need some real stuff. You're right on time. Couple more comments and we'll get into it. Nisha said, how are you doing? Hi, beautiful Nikki. I know that's right. I need this pick me up. Rough week, emotionally draining. I'm super happy to be here, and we are happy to have you here. I pray that this live lifts your spirits. Don't be sad. You're too pretty and successful to be sad. CM said, Siri from Survivor is really the only good Survivor player on Traders long term. Oh, okay. Listen, I'm going to trust your judgment again. Don't disappoint me. CM said, actually, it may be Ayan who wins because they won't suspect her, probably. Reality says, don't go to the UK until I move there this summer. When you moving there this summer? What part of the summer? What part of the summer? I'm probably going to be there at the tail end. Sarah said, I think Survivor's players did all right. It was the Big Brother players that messed up. Oh, you know what? I apologize. I was talking about Big Brother. I was not talking about Survivor. Thank you for the correction. Spitzy said, yes, maybe you'll find a hubby in the UK. Listen, I'll find chocolate man that talk like Harry Potter. I might be into it. I feel like I want to get there and I'm going to find my Idris. Sippy Simone said, I called it Miel until the whole Miel being sold off happened. I had no idea. I was like, Miel? She was like, Miel. DGF said, Joico treatment balm works for me. My hair hates coconut. Oh, say, my hair hates coconut. And Dorinda is going to make it nice. I can't wait. Clap. I can't wait. Yes. That's when I plan on going. Finalizing everything, but that's when I plan on being there. I cannot wait to see a double-decker. That's all I want to do. I want to see a double-decker bus, and I want to get tea. I want to do the high tea. Guys, I'm getting excited. Let's not. F. Tenney said, thoughts on the 50 hair versus you guys. Listen, I thought we talked about this before, guys. Y'all know how I feel. I don't do celebrity stuff. And I love Rihanna. I'm a part of the Navy. I've been here since everybody thought she was Jamaican. I'm a part of the Navy, and I'm a part of Beehive for the geriatrics. But I don't do celebrity products. Nothing that a celebrity pushes, I go after, because I just feel like a lot of them are capitalists, and I just don't trust it. No shade. I will enjoy the creativity that you give. I do not trust you concerning anything that I'm putting on my hair or body or in my body, because you're a capitalist. You just want to make money, even if it kills me. So I just don't trust it. I just do not do any kind of celebrity brands. Now, if it's a celebrity that's a chef and they're selling cast iron skillets, I'm gonna get it, because that's your profession, right? If Beyonce was like selling music lessons. I'm gonna check that out. You know what I mean? But like, I've just never known her for hair. I've never known Rihanna for hair. It's just giving capitalism to me. And although I like to shop, I'm trying to be as anti-capitalist as I can. But I also want to enjoy my life before I'm enslaved, because November, I'm a little scared. Hey, Shonda, thank you for being here. Clip. Yes, please like and subscribe. Reality said you would not want to come back, and you will do very well in the UK entertainment. We flourish there. Oh, I love it already. I'm excited. I want to go to a shire, or is that what's some red hair people? Is that Ireland? I think they do shires in England. They have shires in England, right? I want to do a hobgoblin tour. Is that? I think that's Ireland. Anyway, Simply Simone said 50 hair better be. That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. But it's hair care. I don't buy from capitalists, and I love them. Supporting Black women from infinity to infinity. Is going on with my internet. Like I was saying, if you see me posted up in the picture with them years later, forget I ever said any of this. I got to do what I got to do. Love Like You, I said both Rihanna and Beyonce greedy as hell. I'm still reaping the consequences from that Renaissance tour. Oh, I'm so mad that I missed that. DGF said, Bay and them on a money grab. Robin 50 is in her Estee Lauder, Barbara Walden path. This is the thing. Rihanna should have just stuck with fashion. That's what I know her as. Of course I know her as a singer, but she always slayed. She always slayed with the fashions. I don't know what's happening here. Hair care? You know, you bald them Gen Z Navy people. Not me. Not me. Not me. At my big age, I got to hold on to the locks I got left. M said, girl, these Black men are shy to chocolate hair. Oh my God, they colonized too? Where can I get a Black man not touched by colonization? I can't. They like their milk. Really? And the milk over there is inbred. You know what? Forgive me, Lord. Oh my God. Forgive me, God. That should have stayed in my mind. That should have stayed in my mind. I apologize. Shout out to Caucasians in the UK. I don't mean that, but you know them royals, they do the inbred stuff. I'm not saying y'all do that. I apologize. Being a Sagittarius is not for the weak. Hi, T. I can't wait. No, I've never watched Summer House. Never watched Summer House, but I did watch that clip of them two, like that guy and that girl breaking up on camera. And he was saying something about him like being sober now. And I was like, when was he on drugs? Because I used to watch Summer House back in the day. But I'm like, was he on drugs, or was he did he have an alcohol problem, or was it both? You know, you miss one episode and you miss a lot. Shonda said Rihanna would do great with hair accessories. She's more known for that. Absolutely. She should do wigs and fashions. Wigs and fashions. Love Like You, I said Rihanna trying to sell us hair care. Well, that's why I was like, Rihanna, that's a wig, girl. I love you, but that's a wig and you selling hair care products? No. I apologize, Simone. I'm gonna do better. Oh, it's worse over there. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. One could expect it. That's like OG colonization. I would understand if somebody was like really like a Black person's mind was gone. How can you not be like? That's a principality, okay? Oh, warlock over there. So I get it. We got the bastard cousin of what they've been dealing with. They the OG, right? The mama and the daddy, right? We are the grandma's the baby over here. So I can imagine that. But listen, you know what? Maybe I can snag one with the American accent. How about that? You want to come across the pond? Alama Day. Spency said, I feel like New York City is the only place Black men like Philly too. Guys, I'm telling you, I didn't know until I came out to LA that Black people didn't rock with each other like that. I have a full Black family in Philadelphia, and we're like 500 deep because my great grandmother had 21 kids. That's just Philly. We also have a fully Black Savannah family, and they're like in the thousands. We all chocolate. We all chocolate. So I just don't understand that. I grew up in a Black neighborhood. I went to a Black school. I had Black teachers. I did not see like diversity like that until I moved to New York. I didn't know that like Black people came in Cuban. You know, it was a lot for me to learn that, but it was like also a real culture shock. And then LA, I was like, what is this? When I moved there and the girls were like, well, the Black men don't date Black women, I was like, really? And then when people will like start to say it, it's so crazy to me how Black people will hop on the internet and say they don't date Black people. Like how they be on the podcast and be like, only a white person is the best partner for me. It blows my mind because that's just not my world. I told you about my cousin, my one white cousin through marriage. And if you tell her she white, she gonna try to act like she Creole or something. And we're just like, girl, you're Irish, right? But that's like it. It's so like not a norm for me, but you know, I understand, you know, it's not everybody likes to struggle. Reality said, one of my best friends married a beautiful Black Brit. So there's hope. There's hope. I've been doing my study about where to eat because I heard it wasn't a lot of options, but I want to figure it out. Oh, he was on drugs the whole time. Oh, so he was a functioning addict. Wow. Yikes. Was it meth? Because you know the Caucasians and meth. My God, today. My God, that's their crack. That is their crack. JG said, well, High Fashion Fenty brand bomb. She already getting slammed for slave. Oh, I just got some Savage Fenty. It's slave labor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. You can win. Hey, Indigo girl, how are you? I love talking to you guys, but we got to get into it. Spenty said, in California, I was hit on by all the colorless Black men. And I had to be like, yeah, I'm not with all the anti-Blackness. Period. Drusy said, girl, you have a whole state's worth of family. Well, oh, yes. Oh. Where have you been? I told y'all, I don't date in Philly because 9 times out of 10, I'm probably related to that person. If they're Black, absolutely, I don't do it. I do not date in Philly or Savannah. I don't do it. You just never know. Everybody been telling me about Nando's. My sisters lived in London for like a semester, and they both were like, Nando's is it. So I'm absolutely going to go there. Oh, Croydon. Oh, that's where the Negroes are. All right. Oh, nose candy. I didn't know you could get addicted to that. I thought that wasn't. You know what? I need to go back to Dare. Let me get these two and then get into it. DGF said, child, I can't remember the last time I saw a union label or made in America. That's why America is talking tough. Who the hell wants to go to war with China? They literally own us. I'm not trying to fight them people. Ridiculous. I'm so sorry if I keep on coming in and coming out. So sorry. I did not know my internet was not as strong down. How is it not strong in the kitchen? Or am I on somebody else's internet down here? Hold on. No, it's not strong. Okay, I think I fixed it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do. Oh God, I'm probably going to have to do my live upstairs. If I do my live upstairs tomorrow, I am not going to be wearing makeup. It is too hot up there. But I think I fixed my internet. So we'll see. We'll see how this works. This is the first live in my kitchen. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is just like the reality TV news that's out now, and then we're going to close out with the recaps. We're going to briefly talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey because they gave us nothing. Then we're going to get into Dubai, and I think that's it for the Housewives. You know what? We've been waiting for the Ultimatum South Africa for a very long time. I'm gonna start with Ultimatum, then we'll get into Jersey. Then we'll get into Dubai, and we'll end with Love during Lockup. I'm not going to say too much about them because the new episode is coming out tomorrow, but we have so much to catch up with, and the new episode tomorrow is the season finale. Sorry, I've been busy. Anyway, let's first start off with, did you guys know that Kalani from 90 Day Fiance had a baby? I was like, a baby? She had a baby with the new guy. Oh, wait, where's the baby picture? She had a whole baby. Let me tell you something. One thing about my sis, she is not a condom girl. She is a raw dog princess. I don't, listen, no judgment. No judgment, but her and her new bae, what is it, JPJ? Sorry. StreamYard will not upload the picture unless I change the format. But anyway, her and her new guy, they just had a baby. A beautiful little baby girl. That's like so awesome, but I'm like, wow. Yes, Kalani, she's so pretty and she's already serving. Like, you're fresh out the womb and you're already like smiling and grinning. That's so adorable. She's so pretty. People magazine wrote an article about her and her new baby. It says 90 Day Fiance's Kalani Fagata welcomes baby number one with boyfriend Dallas Nuez. We have no pictures of Dallas. He does not show his face and she does not show her face, but they put up a joint Instagram post and said, meet our daughter. Kalani 35 shared alongside a carousel of photos of the newborn on Tuesday, June 4th, tagging Dallas's Instagram in the handle. Everybody, the whole 90 Day Fiance cast was telling her congratulations, but I was just like, a baby? Wow, girl. Congrats, Kalani. The baby is so pretty. Just a gorgeous baby. But I was just like, a baby? A raw dog princess. I don't blame her. I understand, but girl, I know that's right, sis. I know that's right. How long has she been with this guy? No, let me mind my business. Do what you want to do. It's your life. The planet is dying. Do what you want to do. But congrats, sis. Congrats. Now I just need for 90 Day Fiance to get the filming. I need to see this. I need to see this all play out. Where are the 90 Day Fiance cameras? Because now I'm like, was she acting like she was actually going to give her marriage a try on last resort? Because she kept on saying, I don't know, I'm just trying to figure some things out. And I'm here to try to see if we can work on our marriage. And I'm just like, how are you trying to work on your marriage? Was she pregnant when she was hold on. How long ago was that show? Or did she get pregnant right after she left the show? Who's doing a timeline? Because it's giving Phaedra. So Kalani, was that just for the TV show? Were you already like checked out of your marriage with Aswalu? Anyway, congrats, girl. Congrats. She did her big one. A new man and a baby. A new man and a baby. It's the same guy. It's the guy that she said gave her an orgasm. I was like, she was like, I never knew what an orgasm was like until I slept with him. That's when I was like, oh, the relationship is over. There's no way you're leaving that and going back to that man that got STDs in his mouth. Good for her. Listen, I think she made the right choice. I'm doing a calculation and I'm like, okay, Phaedra, Okay, Phaedra. Okay, CM said no, that was filmed a while before it aired. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. CM said, I think she tried, but he cheated on that show. He cheated on the show? You know what? This is messy. This is just so messy. Oh my God. You know what? I'm gonna get real American. You brought this man over here to live with you in the United States. He cheated on you several times. Now you two have broken up and you have to pay his way for 10 years. Yikes. She doesn't have to pay, but she's responsible for him for 10 years. America, you got to change them walls. I don't think that's fair. He cheated on her. She still got to pay for him. You know what? Let me rethink my UK trip. I'm not trying to fall in love. I'm not trying to fall in love. OMG. Okay, Kimberly said the show was filmed in January of last year. She says she has been with Dallas for over 60. You know what? The math is not math, but good. But you know what? Congrats. Asuela was violent? Yikes. Yikes. Oh, that I don't need the cameras filming that anymore. But congrats to her. I don't know. I hope that we can see. I don't know. I enjoy Kalani and her family. I hope we can see more of her journey. That would be good. No, we didn't do Jersey yet, Gossip and Grigio. Not yet. We just talked about Kalani and her 90-day fiance baby. Now we are going to get into the Real Housewives of Orange County. They just dropped their trailer. So let's watch it. Hopefully YouTube doesn't block it. But if they do, YOLO!
That's rude.
She's a bitch.
Let the game begin.
Gina's a user, and she's not my real friend.
You're a wackadoodle. I have your ex-boyfriend. There's the door, Shannon Bedore. Don't run me over with your bullshit. Bye. 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 Bye.
This season on The Real Housewives of Orange County.
You're standing and flat on the ground. Shut the up. Welcome to Big Bird, girls.
Has anyone heard of forest bathing? What if there's ants?
Oh, no! I've never been to London. They'll have a spot on tape. Oh! Go, go, go! Hi! This is Katie.
Katie, good.
Oh my God! She showed me her bike! She's my friend.
Have you met Heather?
Yes, Heather was in front of me and she turned around and went like this.
I wouldn't go up against Heather.
You lied. Stop saying the word lie.
I can see straight through her.
I didn't lie.
You did.
Oh. I've lost weight, but Heather looks at me as just like the big girl. I felt like I was singled out.
Oh. So sorry that I disappointed you.
Shannon is not taking accountability for what she did.
Belvedere soda with a lemon.
You decided to drive your car into a house drunk.
You need to stop.
I need to stop what? Uncovering your bullshit. There's a lot more, and if she wants to go toe-to-toe, I'm ready. The ring Johnny got me, it is just a sign of love. I love you. Mwah.
You think you're gonna marry him?
Does she want to be me?
No.
It's just hard to watch you living out of our house.
You made this decision.
I want to break up with his ex-wife, not him.
I feel betrayed by you.
You're mad at me, she's mad at me, Travis is mad at me, everybody's mad at me.
If she stays with him, it will ruin her life.
We are engaged!
How's the FBI going for you?
Stop.
FBI? What?
$16 million into his account. He didn't know where it came from.
Everything is the Lord's plan.
They smear you because that's God's plan.
You have no idea about John Jansen. You have no idea. We never want to take someone down like this.
If that's true, that's
That's extortion. It's freaking blackmail.
What happened?
I'm telling you, it will ruin her life.
This is too much for someone to deal with.
way too much.
He's a monster. She's such a piece of shit.
It's literally like sitting at a table with a bomb, just waiting for it to explode.
The truth will come out.
This is icky. This is not the way we treat women.
We don't stoop to this level. That's not who we are.
This is who we are.
Baby, the girls are eating. They finally decided to clock in. They finally decided to clock in. Now, I hope for their sake, everything that we saw in the trailer is not like at the end of the season. You know how they like to throw those last 3 episodes, all the stuff they showed us in the trailer. I hope they don't do that. But it's like everybody has a storyline. It's so much going on, and this is giving OG Housewives. The trailer looked good. I'm telling you, I was not expecting this from the Real Housewives of Orange County because they have been giving us nothing for seasons. I feel like this might be a season that I'll be checked in the whole time. I could be wrong, but I feel like I might be checked in the whole time. So much is happening. We have 2 new cast members, 1 returning. Just a lot going on. I'm not interested in like that fraud situation with that guy. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in what is her name? It's not Gina, right? I think that's her name. I always forget her name. Thickness. What is Thickness' name? Whose storyline I'm not interested in is wait a minute, is this a new one? Jennifer. I'm not interested in her story. I'm not interested in Emily. I always forget her. Girl, you got to do better. I forget your name all the time. I'm not interested in Emily doing the big girl stuff anymore. You are not big. You're shaped like a woman of color. Oh my gosh. You got an ethnic body. People go to doctors to get that kind of body. You sitting over here on this show crying with women who don't have a behind or hips. Girl, stand up. I don't feel like that. She's been leaning into I'm fat and this big girl stuff. Every scene she's eating a sandwich. My arms are big. My husband's little. I don't feel like it. She got to find something else to do. I do not feel like her story. I need her to embrace the curves. I need to hear about or give us some stories about back in the day when you was a lawyer dating drug dealers, when you was dating cocaine cowboys. That's what I need to hear about. I'm sick of the Rumpelstiltskin husband. I'm sick of the body issues that you act like you have every season because it conveniently goes away and then it comes back when you don't have no more camera time. I don't feel like it. I just don't feel like it. She got to give us something else. I don't feel like Jennifer and the Scammer, but I'm clocked in to Tamra and Shannon Bador. I'm clocked in to Shannon talking about that boyfriend. I'm clocked into Jesus Jugs. She's back. Jesus Jugs is back. I'm clocked in. I want to see how this goes. Even that crazy conservative that we all know and love, Vicky Gubbelson, I'm clocked into her craziness too. I want to see it. All they need, listen, get rid of Emily because Gina's going to bring it. Gina's going to bring it. She's throwing out that boyfriend who, Lord knows, does he work, girl? You know what? It's fine. You can take care of your man. But she's kicking out that boyfriend. You know, they're fighting. She's fighting with everybody. I feel like she's going to bring it. Emily, we can drop down to a friend of the show, and we need to bring back Detective Megan King Edmonds. She has a story. She has a story. She's already on the social medias being messy. Let's bring her back. But I'm clocked in. I'm clocked in. I even like the new girl, Katie. I said, oh my gosh. Another woman of color on this show. Yikes. The last one didn't do too well. But this makes sense. An Asian woman on the Real Housewives of Orange County. We've already talked about this. I always thought that this cast should have been Asian and Mexican. Because if you've ever been in Orange County, that's the majority. That's the majority. Them white people are sprinkled in. It is a majority Asian and Mexican town. So this makes sense. This makes sense. Let's briefly talk about Katie's bio. Katie, Janella, is new to Orange County. Janella and her husband, professional golf journalist Matt Janella, recently moved from San Diego. She's looking to expand her circle of friends while working to launch her own cocktail line. Now I'm ready to learn more about her Korean heritage to connect to her roots. Oh, God. Katie decides to explore her adoption further and meet her birth mother. After meeting the ladies, Katie immediately finds herself smack dab in the middle of drama and gets a quick lesson in how loyalty works in the OC. Now listen, I was excited for Katie. I'm still excited for Katie. I just do not feel like this is the show or the cast that can handle a Korean woman connecting to her roots and searching for her birth mother. I just do not feel like they have the capacity to deal with something like this. But it's going to be an interesting watch. It's going to be an interesting watch. I also feel like Bravo, you cannot put a person of color on a show and that be it. They got to have somebody similar in their culture or another person from a marginalized community to relate with something. You know, it all cannot be on them. So I'm hoping it goes well for Katie. I'm not sure if it will because she's coming after Heather. And nobody comes after Heather. So we'll see. But I'm interested. I watched this trailer and I was like, I cannot believe I'm excited for this season. I haven't been excited for a Real Housewives of Orange County season in like 6 years. But we're back. We're back. And we're going to get into their looks. We're going to talk about their looks when I review this season premiere because, they're eating. Their promo looks. It's giving a Real Housewives of Atlanta season 10. They're eating. They're eating. Proud of them. Proud of these ladies. They are finally clocking in. What do you guys think? I did not even see her. I did not even see her. Drewski said, to the white girls, she is big. You know how they do, Nikki. I know, right? But here's the thing. I feel like Emily leans into that because she doesn't have anything to talk about. Now making Heather this bully concerning your weight. Emily, no. Because they better show receipts on that show of Heather being a bully to her because of her size. We better see it. If not, that's a terrible thing to put out against someone, especially on TV. It's just poor, and I can't rock with her with that one. I really, really, really can't. I could not believe it. I am so sorry. I am so shocked that she did not have a Black husband. Listen, white girls, we can talk honestly. I know that they're like, I know you don't want that struggle. I know we just, we like to have fun with the BBC, but not commit to that Negro struggle. I get it, right? But I was just like, Emily, because she was talking about how she used to date Mexican men before she met that guy. I'm like, did you just want Caucasian kids? Because I know the men of color was beating her door down. I know they were. So I just don't know how she ended up in this situation where she was like, she can't find nobody. I'm like, you couldn't find nobody white. You couldn't find nobody white. Them men of color was knocking your door down. And listen, sis, I get it. I understand. I understand. Not, Black men who are watching this, I'm not saying I understand like that, but I understand like, this is a hard life. We make it look easy, but it's hard over here. So I can understand, a white woman not wanting to live that life and raise Black kids. That's a lot. That's a lot, especially if this is not what you do or what you know. But I'm just saying, I just cannot believe she had a white husband. I was like, but them hips, child. V. Carter said, I turned off. Ian Turret. Emily will never be skinny. She needs to stop. She has a great body. It's tired. We talked about this, I think, 2 seasons ago, where she was showing up to events with a sandwich and everything was, I'm so hungry. I stopped by Subway and she's pulling out this foot-long sandwich and I'm just like, girl, like, stop. It's embarrassing. You don't have nothing going on. You have nothing going on. And if she does not deliver this season, Andy, I hate to take a check out of another woman's hands, but girl, you have not been rising to the occasion. Sarah said, the season looks good, but I hope they didn't get a new editor and it actually gives I agree. But I'm finally watching again, so that's something. Yeah, the trailer did what it needed to do. NC said OC is going to serve. I feel bad for Shan. Oh, they always, they always make her go nuts every season when it comes to John stuff. Alexis is going to be a complete unhinged menace. Do y'all remember that conversation where I was talking about, I was watching her on her friend's YouTube channel and it was so unhinged and I was like, she has to come back to the show. We need Jesus Jugs. She is delusional and so great for TV. When I saw her, I was like, finally, somebody at Bravo is listening to me again. I'm glad to see Gina finally working for her check. Heather, great TV. This is the thing. Yes, show up to work, Gina. Oh, you're talking about Gina. I keep on mixing up Gina and Emily. Gina's actually absolutely showing up for this check. Showing her and her man. Listen, she's throwing that man out of her medium condo. Or is that a townhouse or a row house? Whatever it is, she's throwing him out for whatever reason. For whatever reason. That's what she's paid to do. She's just paid to be messy. She's just paid to be messy. Oh, you sent me the tea on Kalani on Insta? Hold on. Oh. You know what? I'm looking this. I've been looking at this personal trainer, and the pictures he posts of his clients is a little seductive. And I'm like, do I want to work with you? It's gonna be sexual harassment. Oh, we got some tea on Kalani. What's the tea?
I didn't cheat. In my actual real life, which is what we're gonna address right now, okay? Everything went bad with my marriage November of 2022. Dipped immediately because I had had enough at that point. And then after, met Dallas. So 2 separate men, 2 separate times. Never at the same time, because I don't cheat. I'm not a cheater.
Period.
But I get it. I get why you think that. But yeah, it's just fucking annoying to get harassed about like every single day. Again, understand, but in my actual life, I didn't fucking cheat. I'm not a whore. Thank you so much. I always forget why I don't explain myself, and then the inbreds come and remind me. So I went to Florida in January of 2023. I was with one person at the time. So, but since you want to talk about men, I did click on your husband's profile, and he has been in my DMs. So I wish you both the absolute best and have a beautiful evening.
Kalani! Oh my God! I didn't know she was this spicy. I did not know she was this spicy. Yikes, child. Listen, they started to cuss the fans out. They are tired. So she didn't cheat. It was just a really close timeline. Listen, I'm all for, listen, when you break up, for me, my limit is 3 days. I give myself 3 days. After that, I'm back out in them streets. For why? Why am I spending months, years? I can't believe I even gave you a date crying over you. I'm moving on. So good for her. Good for her. Yeah, it's giving that her what's her name again? Child. Is it Katie? It's giving that, yes, it's giving that Katie was, I mean, OC, it's probably, But you know what? Her in-laws her adopted parents could be Asian or Mexican. But then why would she want, you know what? We will see. We will see. She does. She really does. She couldn't ice out that other girl. That girl that was biracial but calling herself black for the first time. She couldn't ice her out. But she got her off that show. Pepe said the OC is predominantly Vietnamese, Asian-wise. Why couldn't they find a rich Vietnamese mogul and not someone who presents as Asian but identifies as white? That's more palatable for their audience. Shaking my head. Honestly, guys, I just think that people don't want to be on reality TV like that. Like, if you're on a housewife show, you do not have control over your image. And if you are making your money a certain way, you don't need Bravo and the feds in your business. So I get it, because a lot of wealthy people did not get their money legally. So they don't need anybody sniffing around. Oh, she's so gorgeous. She is so gorgeous. Yeah, I don't know why she hasn't landed a makeup campaign. She sure did. And her husband called them inbred. My God, today. My God, today. Yes! Oh my God, I forgot. Hold on. I forgot. Hopefully I can load this. You know, that's why I love talking to you guys, because I absolutely forgot about this. And I wanted to talk about it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, Ebony K. Williams is pregnant. OMG. And it's a little girl. A baby girl. We don't know who the father is. She don't put her business out there like that. You know, but if we're going off of what she was looking for when she was on a Real Housewives of New Jersey, I'll be gagged. But you know what? It seems like everybody's starting to come home. It seems like everybody's starting to come home. But anyway, Ebony, forget about that. I'm sorry for being messy. Congratulations. Everybody is getting pregnant, child. Child, maybe I need to keep my behind in America. But yes, congrats, Ebony. Congrats. Look at that. A beautiful mommy. That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. OMG. Oh, I didn't get any of that, T. Shonda. She did a donor? She had a donor. Hold on. Because I didn't get that. I just saw the announcement on her Instagram. Hold on. Let me get this People article up. Let me put her picture back up. He is jealous for me. Okay, so Ebony K. Williams tells people she is pregnant with her first baby. Oh, okay. When Ebony K. Williams told her fertility doctor that she was ready to use the egg she had frozen 6 years earlier to finally start on her journey to motherhood, he innocently asked her if she and her fiance were still together. The thing was, Williams had ended her engagement years before and had no plans to wait around for another relationship to come along. I am doing this thing solo, period. This is about me, not he. Williams 40 is a part of a generation of women redefining what it means to be a single mother. OMG, she reveals that she was pregnant with her first baby, a girl due August 16 that she conceived via in vitro fertilization, IVF, with her previously frozen eggs in the... I love it. I love it. She used a sperm donor. I have wanted to pursue the single motherhood by choice journey for the past 2 years. So many women are doing it, guys. And I'm so blessed to be here now, but I'm also not deaf to how extraordinarily stigmatized it still is. My mother, Gloria, raised me all by myself and did so in an era at a time where being a single mother in this country, especially a Black single mother, was one of the most graceful things you could do. And in the span of a generation, that shifted to where women like me are not just embracing it, but also choosing it. It is not the shame-ridden narrative that it used to be. That's steeped in poverty, that's steeped in scarcity, that's steeped in rejection, that's steeped in all of these heartbreaking and sad trauma points. That is not this story. These innocent little babies are so desperately and lovingly wanted that they have mothers who invested exorbitant, resources by way of money, by way of time, by way of what we put our bodies through to bring them to this earth and to shower them with all things that all sweet babies deserve. That's love. The journey to motherhood first began for Williams when she froze her eggs at the age of 34. Years later, after deciding the time was right to pursue it for real, she began the process of selecting a sperm donor through the California Cryo Bank. As a very proud and conscious Black woman, it was very important to pursue a sperm donor who shared my cultural and racial identity. Yes, the Star says. Noting that a shortage of Black sperm anonymous donations in America made that no easy feat. And I was very, 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 very blessed and fortunate to have found a fantastic donor. She said, this isn't a random guy who needs $10 to get him a medium pizza so he ejaculated in a cup. This is the Cadillac offering of services. I know my donor's life story, which I heard told to me in an audio file he recorded in his own voice. I know his profession. I know about his family. I've seen childhood and adult photos of my donor. I've read essays. He's written first impression essays to the staff at the facility. And I feel extremely confident. OMG. She also says, she also knows that her donor already has fathered 3 brothers and 3 sisters through his donation. In fact, she'll have access to a registry of dibblings, which is donor siblings, who will all be alerted when her daughter arrives. Her conception will never be a secret, Williams says of her baby. Oh, she's going to know from the moment she has any awareness that she was lovingly, beautifully, and perfectly conceived through a very generous man's donation of the missing genetic piece that I needed to make her and love her. And whether we have relationship with those siblings or her sperm donor, whose identity my child will have the option to access on her 18th birthday, that will be fully up to her. That's my plan. OMG, of the 10 valuable eggs she froze at 34, Williams wound up with only 1 genetically viable embryo, which happened to be a girl. She had her frozen embryo transferred in late November and found out 2 weeks later, minutes before taking the bench to film Equal Justice, that she was pregnant. Wow. I just burst into tears, and then makeup had to touch me up, the daytime host shares. That waiting window after the implant of the embryo in your uterus is the most excruciating part of the journey for every woman, because you don't know if it took, and they advise you not to take an at-home test in case they're inaccurate. So once I got the blood test, I was able to breathe a little deeper. Williams recognizes that many women who seek to be mothers, be it as a single mother by choice or otherwise, don't always have this type of quick success, nor does it always work out beyond that. That's why I don't take any of this for granted, Williams says. We all know women who have lost pregnancies. Even with the joy and the celebration, I still knew enough to know that I am pregnant today. And that has actually been something I've said to myself every single day to this journey since that moment. I am still pregnant today, because we must remember and honor our loved ones who have experienced pregnancy loss, infertility, and disappointments in this journey. She gets quiet before explaining that she too faced the worry that the pregnancy wasn't going to happen for her when or before her transfer. She was told over the course of multiple vaginal ultrasounds that her uterine liner was not thick enough for the embryo to stick. It just wasn't getting better, Williams recalled. And after the 6th one, I held it together in the waiting room. But when I went into the lobby, I pressed the elevator door and just lost it, because I just realized how desperately I wanted this child and how far I was willing to create him or her at this time. So every day I am still pregnant is a miracle and a gift of God, she says. And I'm just so appreciative of the women who have gone through pregnancy loss and gotten back on that horse and done it again. And of the woman who at the same point said, I can't do this anymore, because either way, it takes courage. OMG. That was so beautiful. Congrats, Ebony. Congrats. That was so beautiful. Oh, I will say, living in LA, that's like a norm. I know so many women who like use donors. It's not like a big deal in LA, and it's certainly not to be a big deal in Philly, but when I moved out to LA, it was just like, oh, you can just, you try to find a relationship. Girl, if you want a baby, you can get a baby. This is what you have to do. And it was just like very normal. I was still like really churchy at that time, so I was against it. But now I'm like, wow, what a beautiful way to create the family that you want. I'm so happy for her. Oh my God, that was so beautiful. Now I don't want to be messy because we got other stuff to talk about. We have other stuff to talk about. I want to stay in this. It was so beautiful, everything about it. I was getting like emotional, like, oh my gosh. She had all of those embryos, and that was the last one. And the baby, oh, that was her last embryo. You know who that reminded me of? Kenya. That was her last, her Brooklyn was her last embryo. Oh wait, no, that wasn't. She got more, right? Who am I talking about? Gabrielle Union. I'm sorry. It wasn't Kenya. Gabrielle Union. Her daughter was her last embryo that she had. It was the last one. She was the last one because they had tried, her and Dwayne had tried with like several other embryos that they created, and none of them worked, but the last one, and that's her daughter. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Hey, Philly John, what's up? NC said, yay, the donor was black. That's great, because you know what, Ebony, it could have gone either way. Yeah, because I remember when she was looking for a Jewish man. Y'all remember that? And I was like, Ebony. But you know, them Jewish men in New York be fine. So I ain't even going to hate. I used to live in Brooklyn Heights. I know what I'm talking about. Sarah said, honestly sounds beautiful, and I'm glad her daughter might have the ability to be in contact with the siblings and perhaps her bio dad at 18. That was the most beautiful thing, because this is the thing. When I was first hearing about like the sperm donor and anything like that, I was just like, okay, these people are going to have to know about each other because they might just get together. You know what I mean? So now that I know that they're all going to know about each other, that's great, because you don't want to like inadvertently inbred. JG said, oh, it was meant for her to have that baby girl. How beautiful. Yep. Give Me Shelter said, I'm a cynic. It feels like this was a script for a lifetime. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I was like, oh my God. Now we got to be messy. Let's get into the ultimatum. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Busola. Thank you. Let's get into the ultimatum. OMG. I will say the ultimatum South Africa, it was really chill. It was really, really chill. Tabby ate with this. She ate with this hair. I loved it. I loved the hair. I loved the look. She ate. She showed up. The dress was beautiful too. But everybody just seemed really, 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 really chill. Especially Lebo. I think Lebo was just checked out. So Lebo and Nola were still broken up. Nola was trying to get back with Lebo at the reunion, but Lebo was just like, nah, I'm moving on. I'm done. But she just seemed so defeated. And that just made me feel so bad, because I remember her leaving the show and she was so defeated then. So to see her come back and she was still like in this sad place, I'm like, girl, first of all, you were doing him a favor. You were doing that man a favor. But I don't know. I just felt bad. I just felt bad watching her because she just seemed so defeated at the reunion. She barely talked. She was quiet the whole time. The only time she would speak is if like a question was asked. She didn't give input on anything else. And she sat like turned away from him and on the side. And I'm like, that man crushed her. That man crushed her. I hope that she can get back to herself. Everybody was really like supporting her and, you know, just encouraging her. But she just seemed really defeated. And you know what? I will say this. Nola was being messy. And he was like, Isaac is always checking up on her. I'm trying to see if he wants to be with her. You know what? I hope he does. I hope he does, because Isaac seems to really care for Lebo. And that was actually shocking because we never really seen them form a friendship. And I guess they formed a friendship after the show. But he was not only like encouraging her through the show, he was also getting with Nola. So him and Nola got beef because of how he was protecting Lebo. I like them. I mean, listen, sometimes you need a good platonic male friend like that. So if it's just that, okay. If it turns into anything else, I'm here for it. I love the way he was caring for her at the reunion. Thickness looked great. SZA and Linda, oh, they look great. They look great. But guys, like everybody is still, all of the relationships are still on hold. Nobody is getting married anytime soon. Everybody's like, oh, we still have life to live. We still have things that we have to figure out. Families still have to meet. We have to talk about, I think, the dowry. But it just seemed like everybody was stalling. And I'm like, well, what is going on? Is this not happening? Or was this like for show? Because I'm still on the fence about like how much of this was real and how much of this was people putting on for a TV show. But I feel like a lot of them did really, I feel like a lot of them were very honest, but you just never know. Can we get into Ruth? Where's my girl at? Wait a minute. Lebo, Aiden. I don't have Ruth. Hold on. Let me bring up Ruth and Isaac. Ruth, who was, for me, the star of the season, wasn't saying anything. She was so quiet the entire reunion. Hold on. This is not what I want to talk about, but I want to show you guys this. She was so quiet the entire reunion. I'm just like, hi, she was the star of the show. Why are we not talking to her like that? I don't know. This was just very weird. I feel like the Ultimatum and Love is Blind don't understand what a reunion is. Like, we need the tea. We need all of the questions answered that we didn't get answered during the season. And it just seemed like they were just catching up with everybody. And I'm like, no, we need to figure out what the hell happened. We need to figure out. Hold that thought. Look at Lebo. She was so defeated. That broke my heart. That broke my heart. I will say the women look great. The women look great. SZA, let me tell you something. Y'all can never talk about homegirl. Mother was sitting. The body tea. The body is tea. Hair, face, body. She got it. She got it. Again, I liked Tabby's hair. I liked her dress, but SZA took the cake. Mother took the cake. I will say with Lebo and Nola, I didn't like how Nola was thanking Ruth for like the trial marriage in front of Lebo and like thanking her for being such a good partner. And even if he was asked if he loved Lebo, he froze. What you freezing for? Like, it's crazy to watch somebody be so awful on the show and like volunteer his awfulness, right? Like, he was never forced to do anything, and it was never temptation like that. And he just cheated on her. He just embarrassed her. And then to watch everything and come on the show in front of her, thank Ruth, the woman he slept with, for being an amazing wife during his trial marriage, and then pause when asked if you love Lebo. There's nothing that I don't even know their relationship, but there's nothing that Lebo could have done to have the treatment that she receives from him justified. It's ridiculous how he hates her. It's ridiculous. And it's so heartbreaking to watch that. I will say, I love the fact that Lebo was just like, I have no problem with Ruth. I was in a relationship with Nola. I don't have any problem with her. She didn't do anything. She did not do anything that he did not allow her to do. And I like that. It seems like all of the women are in a really good place. Of course, except for listen, mother was delusional at this reunion. I was gagged that they had a baby. I was like, y'all had a baby? Yikes. Why you bring a child into that? Like, I don't know what's up. I always mess his name up. Nikito, right? Nikito, Nate. Let me stop. I don't understand why he would bring a child into an environment where he was being beat up. It just doesn't make any sense. And he posted on his Instagram. Hold on. Where the hell is it? First of all, guys, if you could see my phone, it is so messy. I have so many things in here that I should. Oh, I just be getting a tea. He says on his Instagram, let me put their picture up. He says, I am finally able to share with you an update on what's been really happening between Kanye and I shortly after shooting the reunion. Thanks to the confidentiality agreement that required me to wait until the release of the reunion. After shooting the Ultimatum in March 2023, we discovered that Kanye was pregnant, even though we had already decided to separate around April of 2023. I proposed a promise ring at the time to prioritize therapy for the both of us, given the emotional and mental challenges we faced before, during, and after the show. Shortly after shooting the reunion, Kanye and I agreed that even though we are not together anymore, what matters more is finalizing matters regarding Q, which is their son. Throughout most of the pregnancy, we focused on prioritizing therapy to address unresolved issues and ensure we were emotionally prepared for Q's arrival. We were adamant about not reuniting solely for the sake of our child, understanding the importance of healing as individuals. Watching the series, hold on, what the hell is going on my phone? Watching the series a day before the shooting of the reunion more than a month ago made us realize even more that there were deeper issues we needed to address within ourselves. We recognized that we also have fueled a trauma bond fluctuating between lovers, friendship, and admitted. Oh my God, I'm sorry. My phone is cutting this off. And enmity. Often feeling more like ourselves when apart. Despite the portrayal of Kanye on the Ultimatum, I want to acknowledge that Kanye's support and her qualities as a mother since the birth of Q, there's more to her than what was shown, and I hope you all will get to see her in a different light in the future. Following a recent altercation, legal measures were necessary to facilitate potential co-parenting. We're relying on faith, therapy, and personal growth to overcome what we've been through. My Christian upbringing, here we go, influences my approach, urging us to not condemn Kanye, but to support her in her journeys towards healing and growth. I commend her for acknowledging her mistakes and apologizing. It's been a life-changing journey for me, and I appreciate all the support and love from my fans. So she was beating him up. You know who I feel bad for, aside from baby Q? Nikito's mother. She told that boy. She told him she was so happy that he had a new piece. And then he got back with that woman and had a child. She is going to be his torment for the rest of his life. Him and his mother. My God, today. My God, today. I will say that at the reunion, Kanye was very, very apologetic because she knows how she came off on TV. She apologized to SZA, and SZA was like, "Oh, I'm fine," because SZA knows she looked good. SZA was like, "Oh, I don't care. I'm over it. Thank you. Doesn't faze me. You looked a mess on TV." This is unfortunate. Oh, they brought a baby into the oh, that poor baby. I will say that I know that child gonna be gorgeous. that's a fine looking couple. This is a fine looking couple. Toxic as hell, but that's a fine looking couple. Let's get into the whites. Nothing much happened there, but I will say Courtney cleaned up nice. Courtney cleaned up nice. She did not look like she was just getting off of the night shift at TJ Maxx. She looked like she was on a reunion on TV. Good for her. Good for her. These two, Tabby and Genesis, amen. Amen. Together for 7 years. They talking about a long engagement. If they like it, I love it. If they like it, I love it. That was pretty much it. Like, again, I can't find Ruth's picture. Ruth and Isaac, they've gone their separate ways. Isaac, his new bae, knows where he lives. Everybody was like, "Is it Lebo?" I was like, "Is it? I hope so." Ruth got a new man. She's living her best life in her blonde bob. But that's pretty much it. Aiden got a job. Thank you, Lord. He finally got a job. And that's all I wanted to say. I wish the reunion was a bit more meatier, but I'm guessing it's probably like a cultural thing where maybe in South Africa, y'all not messy on TV like that. I was expecting people to get cussed out. Like, everybody was so sweet. And I was like, well, maybe it's just the Americans that get ratchet like that. I don't know. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say about the reunion. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Ultimatum Jamaica would eat. Ultimatum, now they would deliver a reunion. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. They are, but maybe they were together when they were kids. Because I'm just like, y'all still dating? Y'all ain't figured this out yet? Y'all still dating? Well, good for you. Good for you. But they are cute. They are cute. I feel like they have a very strong friendship that moved into lovers. But I gotta be honest, Tabby, I feel like you're not ready to be a wife. So I think you're going to have a very long engagement, or that's how it's coming off. I think that Tabby is like a career woman. I think that she wants to have a career at some point in like entertainment, maybe go, become an international star. I think she has plans for herself. And I don't think the plans that she has for herself is being a mother and a wife anytime soon. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But I feel like Genesis, he ready to be a husband and a pappy today. I don't know if they understand. Somebody gonna have to wait in that relationship. Somebody. They wasn't even messy on the season. The worst thing that happened for them was that Aiden didn't have a job. Speaking of Aiden and Isaac do not like Nola. Every time Nola spoke, they were like, to this day, they don't like that man. I love how they love Lebo. I love their friendship. I really, really, really do. He's hilarious and adorable. E for Empathy said, "Hey from Ireland, y'all, what's up?" She said, "It's 2 a.m. and I noticed the live. Going to have to be in a replay game. No problem. Thank you for being here." Spency said, "Yeah, but I was really proud of her for breaking up with him." Me too, but I think for me personally, I wanted her, even if she didn't feel that way, to like stand and look strong in the face of the evil that tried to break you. She just seemed so broken. And I hated that for her. When I tell you that couple is so far, that's a fine couple. I feel like I could see that couple in Jamaica, Queens, running them streets. Running them streets. They are such a gorgeous couple. Sarah said, when he pulled out that promise ring, I said, okay, game player. Okay, perfect hair. A match made in hell. I would have laughed in his face, and she birthed him a whole human. Like, how are y'all this toxic? One person is getting beat up in a relationship. Another person is saying how much they can't stand the other person. Why are y'all having raw sex? Y'all need to be strapping it up. Y'all do not like each other. Y'all need to be strapping it up. And now that there's a child in the relationship, y'all have figured out that y'all don't work. Why do y'all always figure it out when a kid comes to this earth? That you two have to now raise together. And you have to raise this kid to be a blessing to this planet and not a curse. How in the hell are you going to do that when you two hate each other? We need birth control for men. I know they're testing it out, but it needs to be mandatory. It needs to be mandatory. Drewski said Kanye was a terror, and I do not believe for 1 minute the show exaggerated her attitude or behavior. I actually think the show downplayed her. She was just nasty. And I think they just could not have her be nasty in every scene. So they cut out a lot of her mess. But for everybody on that stage to not rock with her, she was a nightmare. She was a nightmare. He really is. He really is. I said, we watched that woman assault him on the show. And then right after that, she beat him. I mean, a mess. Sarah said the police got involved and he's still saying we're trying to work it out and heal. He loves her. He is like obsessed with this woman. He still wants to make it work. I feel for his mother and I feel for any new woman that will come into his life. You know how hard it is. You know how hard it's going to be for him to get a new woman and a stepmother to cute, a stepmother to cute. Would you want to be the new girlfriend if that's his baby mama? Absolutely not. Because what am I going to do while you're punching my boyfriend in the face? Ciao, ciao, ciao. Always. Ain't that a mess? Oh my goodness. It will go triple platinum in a day. Busola said maybe they all wanted to rehab their images after the season. Perhaps the judgment was particularly harsh. Probably, but they were also chill. Philly Jones said, LOL, didn't even have to ever watch it. You broke it down nicely. Oh, thank you so much. Spency said, this same situation happened to my friend. That man is awful. Wow. So said, damn, I was on time for the live. Then my boyfriend called. I'm back. I know that's right. Body boot up. You better be booed up. Kim said, there's birth control for men. They rub it on their shoulders instead of taking the pill. I know, but isn't it like a trial? Isn't it like a test run? They need it though. We need something. They do not make smart decisions with them penises. NC said, I have the birth control for men are condoms. They don't use them. They don't use them. They need something that is put in them. And I hate to say this. I hate to say that Black people need to inject themselves with something. But these men are a menace. Sarah said, no way I'm playing bonus mama with a mother. Who needs that headache? He better make it work with her. He better make it work with her. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about the ultimatum. Let's move on to the Real Housewives of New Jersey. So these broads are not getting a reunion. Good. Good. You don't want to show up to work? Fired. Fired. And you know I hate to take a check out of another woman's hands, but they are not showing up to work. They are not showing up to work. They're not giving us a storyline. All of them hate each other. This season is a snooze. Why? Because nobody likes each other. I will say, Tree has been trying to move forward. She don't say nothing to Melissa. Nothing. They just do not engage, right? Melissa keeps on trying to get into it with her. When the first episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, we open up with Melissa, the Gorgas. Who are they talking about? Teresa. Let it go. Y'all don't like each other. Let it go. Let's move on. Y'all are never going to be a family again as long as money is involved. And I feel like y'all keeping this beef going because y'all don't have no storyline outside of that. And no shade, let's get into y'all business, really. Let's get into the fact that y'all keep on closing and opening businesses. Why? Because we don't want to talk about possible fraud. Because you've been calling your sister a criminal the whole damn time, and it seems like it runs in the family. We need to go there. We need to get involved in that. I am so tired of, oh, there she is. She doesn't want to talk to us, Joe. They don't want to make it work with us, Joe. She don't talk about you. She don't feature you. She's sitting over here crying about all them damn kids that she keep on sending off to college. And now she got to deal with this scammer she done fell in love with because what the hell is Louis? Every season, he's a different culture. Teresa, get away from that man. Oh, my God. Get away from that man. And Dolores, Black Dolores, I love her. I love Black Dolores from Paterson, New Jersey. We need a storyline, mama. We need a storyline. I hate that you were not told that you were fine from young because you've been fine your entire life. The fact that you keep on getting these men that don't want to treat you right, I'm sorry, sis. It's becoming a character flaw. Because for you to look like that today at your big age, and you are sitting over here chasing this man around, waiting for him to get a divorce so he can marry you, and he looking at you like you crazy. Oh, no, honey. Not with that bone structure. Not with those hips. Not with that fresh BBL. The devil is a liar. Not with them new robust titties. Absolutely not. You are too damn fine to keep on getting played on these TV shows by these men that are challenged. Challenged. Why do you go up the men that arch their eyebrows? I'm like, every man you get with got an arch. Anyway, she's too fine to keep on going through this. And I'm sick and tired of these storylines with her. Oh, I got another man that don't want me. He want my ex more than he want me. We got to stop this. You have to come with something else. I love you, Black Dolores, but you got to give something else. And I don't even know if you're going to give an opportunity to give us something else. We needed to watch a season of you dipping in and doing it, loving yourself, keeping that husband at bay, because that ex-husband at bay, because no shade to you, sis. When you let us know that he used to beat on you back in the day, I checked out from that fool. And I know that you love him. And I know that you're trying to make it work because he's your kid's father, but you should never let us know that. Because after you told us that, I was done with him and I didn't want to see him on my show. And I had a problem with Bravo for putting that man on the show to put his hands on you. But you know what? That's not my business. You said you two have moved on from it and y'all have grown and gotten over it. I haven't. You shouldn't have told me. I'm checked out from him. He don't give nothing anyway. Y'all sitting here lying to him, telling him that this child that he's with is the perfect partner for him. She's scamming him for them coins. She's not trying to get up under no elderly steroid penis. She's scamming that man. You need to tell him to date. That girl is scamming him. And that's going to be your problem when he realizes that he's been getting scammed. Separate yourself from him. Remove yourself from these men who have never done you well. You need to be dipping in and doing it. We should be watching you get picked up by way of helicopter from some fine Dominican that lives in New York City. Why are we watching you go around with these men with these arch eyebrows and these jeggings mistreating you? You're too fine for that. This is ridiculous, Dolores. You have to come with something else if you get an opportunity. I love her. Never have a problem with her. She's my girl. She delivers. But I feel like the show, this right here is she Middle Eastern? Is she Middle Eastern? Is she the real Caucasians? Where's Jennifer Aiden from? Is she a woman of color? This spicy white woman is the Candace of this show. I feel like the network told her to be nicer to Melissa, although Melissa is not nicer to her. Melissa's not nicer to her. It looks as if she was given a talking to, and now she's walking on eggshells on this show. Jen is not fun when she walks on eggshells. We need her to be unhinged. Unhinged Jen is fun. I like her. I like Jen. I like her kids. I like watching her. And it's sad that we're probably going to miss out on what else she can give when she's not being, chained by the show. She should have been going. She should have been going. She is someone who came on this show and had a problem with Teresa. This is the problem. The problem with the Real Housewives of New Jersey is that everybody wanted to be the star. Nobody gave a damn about them paychecks. They're going to now. When they're gone, they're going to miss them. Nobody gave a damn about them paychecks. Everybody wanted to be the star of the show. That's not how this happens. That's not how it works. The audience finds someone that they enjoy watching and they gravitate to them. You needed to be the number one. You needed to be the star of the show. And now nobody is going to have a check because you were trying to create this clique to go against Teresa. You did not realize how much of a fan base she had because she is a foundational member on the show that you're trying to be the star of. You should have been happy just being a day player. Now you wanted to be the lead and you went full showgirls and tried to knock out the lead. Now everybody's unemployed. Because what are you giving? Even on this season, you are still being divisive. Poor Jackie, you didn't got rid of her when she was dropped down to the friend of the show. Now she's trying to get some screen time with Teresa. If you were such a friend, you wouldn't mind. But now you're mad at her. Why are you talking to Teresa? What you talking to Teresa for? Because she needs some damn screen time. Because you won't film with her, but Teresa will. If you're a friend, let your friend eat. But when Bravo said that she was going to drop down to the friend of the show, you and Melissa threw her to the curb, and Jackie is finally realizing it. Since we speaking of her, do I even have her picture? I don't. But Jackie, come close. I told you. I told you they were going to do this to you. I told you that Marge and Melissa were using you. Now you friend of, and neither one of them have called you to film anything. I have seen you at Teresa's house 3 times now. We're not even halfway through the season. Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel stupid? The one who was coming after Teresa talking about she don't know no big words, but she knew enough to know how that damn show works. She's still a lead, never been dropped down to a friend of the show. Even when she went to prison, Bravo said, no problem, you'll still have a job. We'll hold the show. They held everybody's checks until she got out of prison. And y'all mean to tell me that girl ain't the star of the show? Y'all delusional. You may not like her, but that's the truth. This is her freaking show, period. Even if you don't like her, she's the reason why all y'all heifers are eating. And y'all are going to be the reason why none of y'all will be eating the way that you have been on this show for years now. I told you, Jackie. I told you. Now you got to grovel to Teresa and you're sitting up there lying. Oh, I'm not groveling with Teresa. No, I know. I'm just, I don't want to be chained to friendships anymore because you realize they played you. You so smart, book smart, don't have no common sense, no discernment. They played you. They played you. Now they have no use for you anymore because they don't need you as the guard dog going after Teresa. They got Rachel, the whore of Whoville. I'm sorry. I'm working on me. That wasn't right. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you for checking me in that moment. They got Rachel now to do it. And she then gone too far. Now nobody's going to have a check. Jackie, I told you. I told you. But I will say this. I'm here for Jackie going after Marge and Melissa. Because let's talk about this. Whatever event they was at, I wasn't paying attention. But they was at something with Danielle. This right here this is taking me out. Girl, you've been trying to get on TV since MTV. Girl, sit down. Anyway, they were at some event, right? Rachel keeps on trying to go after Teresa. Teresa's not featuring them. That's why the show wasn't working. She's just not engaging, right? So they keep on digging at it. So her and Rachel finally get into it. Teresa tries to clear it up. The thing about Teresa is her only flaw is she can't read. She gets so Tree, you get so caught up in your reads. You just stutter. Now, I said drug dealer. You got to think about it first, girl. Get the read in your head. Sit on the read and then say it. I don't care if you check out of the conversation and you are not listening to what anybody else is saying. That is your only flaw. You just got to formulate the read before it comes out of your mouth because you get so caught up. Oh, he's a parking attendant now. Maybe a drug dealer's better. It's not working. It has to be. You can't break the read. It has to be one, so it can cut immediately. When you break the read, it loses its power. That's your only flaw. So anyway, her and Rachel is going back and forth, right? While Risa and Rachel are going back and forth, Melissa watching the whole thing. Well, you did do that. Why are you doing that? Y'all don't like each other. Y'all have said you are not going to talk or interact. So why are you over here making faces and comments about this fight with Teresa and Rachel? You're not concerned. You are not in this fight. Why are you trying to get in it? She's the problem. She's been the problem. Teresa been trying to tell us from day one. Now we finally see it. It took me a minute too, Risa. I apologize. She's the problem. She has been trying to get into it with Teresa for seasons. That's why Teresa said, I told the show I did not want my brother and my sister-in-law on the show because we were not in a good place. And I did not want to be fighting with my family on the show. But you know who wanted to get on the show? Melissa. And she wrapped that coochie around that horny little man and got in his head. And now he's been on the show fighting with his sister for damn near 15 years. I'll never forget when he was about to beat his sister up at his son's christening. I'll never forget that, but now we know what the problem is. And Teresa been telling us, but because she's, from Patterson, the aggression blinded everybody, but she is the problem. Teresa did not acknowledge her when she came in. She did not say anything to her. It was quiet. She never even looked in her direction. So why are you making faces? Why are you making comments about her? Why are you and your husband on your podcast talking about her? Every time you come up, I don't want to talk about my family. Teresa just shuts it down. You keep it going. You have been the problem. It's Melissa. I don't care what none of y'all say. Oh, Teresa, it's Melissa. She did not even acknowledge her. Melissa needed to get into it with Teresa because that was the only way she was going to have any kind of airtime. Thank God for Jackie, because when she was trying to get Jackie upset with Teresa, because Danielle was like, I can't believe you two are friends. And Jackie was just like, I could be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. And Melissa was just like, don't do that, Jackie. You know what she said about your marriage. I'm not going to let you forget that. She tried to destroy you. Why are you saying anything? I thought that family was family and you were going to leave it alone and not engage. So why are you saying these things about her? And props to Teresa. She still never said anything to Melissa. Even though Melissa was trying to get Jackie upset at Teresa. She is the problem. She is the reason why all of y'all are about to be unemployed. Melissa. Because the problem with this show is nobody wanted to play their role. Everybody wanted to be the star. And unfortunately, the star was an unlikely star. I'm telling you, Teresa is the Ariana Maddox of this show. An unlikely star. The Real Housewives of New Jersey was supposed to be a show around the manzos. Because remember, this, bravo, y'all was hella racist back in the day with this show. We got to keep it buck. They were making Carolyn Manzo out to be the godfather. They even had her talking. If you were here from the beginning, when Carolyn was just like, if you mess with my family, you're done. You're swimming with the fishes. Pasta for Julie. Do y'all remember that? That's how they had her talking in them confessionals. And then we see her in an interview and she don't speak like that. Everybody was just like, well, what the hell? Racism. I won't say racism because y'all check white, but it was really stereotypical, Italian American from Jersey, right? So it was supposed to be her show. She was the godfather and she was controlling everything. But then something happened. And the something that happened was prostitution whore flipping of the table. Caroline immediately came down, and then this one with the attitude problem became the star. And that's when the beefs started, because she was not the star of the show. She was a supporting cast member. She was not the star. But that tacky house and then flipping that table made her the star. And everybody had an issue with that because Ariana was not supposed to be a star. She was supposed to be a quiet, supporting character and day player. Y'all are getting mad at somebody else's favor. Now y'all all unemployed. Y'all could have created your own storylines and crafted something, but y'all spent season after season trying to get this girl off the show. And she is one of the longest running cast members on Bravo. You can't take her down, and she might be the only one moving forward because I don't see Bravo getting rid of her. And that is the problem. Them heifers can't get rid of her, and they can't take. They can't take. Terrible. I don't care about nothing she got going on. It's not interesting. She's trying to pick fights with people. I do think she's putting it on. She's giving Carolyn Manzo season 1. It's like, okay, Danielle. I feel like she's trying to like be funny, and in a sense, and as she tries to be funny, I think she's like, I don't know what you would call it, Italian American minstrel, but that's what it's giving. I feel like she portrays a character that like Wasp, think Italian Americans are from like Jersey or New York. If you pick it up what I'm putting down, right? And I feel like Danielle is an actress. That was the career that she wanted for herself, but she became a reality TV star. So I feel like she's putting it on in every scene. She's trying to make something work, because like we're not even halfway through the season and I still don't know what Danielle got going on. I feel like she's trying to make beefs with people. She's trying to make beefs with Jen. Jen is not accepting the beef. Every time she tries to make a beef with Jen, Jen just apologizes, and now Danielle has nowhere to go. She can't get into it with Rachel because Rachel is the guard dog to take down Teresa. And it's not working because that read of, B, my husband built himself from the ground up. What have you done? Built the show that you have been trying to get on for seasons. Built the show, let's keep it buck, that you were reviewing on Instagram. Did you forget that you were in Teresa's comments? Did you forget that you were subscribed to everything that she was doing? Did you forget that you were in a Real Housewives of New Jersey fan page? You're a fan. You're a fan. A stan, if you will, because the stan turns into an obsessive stalker that now has to remove the person they idolize from the spotlight to feel sane. Get off of my TV. Now, none of y'all got a job, because when Bravo puts a pause on the show, they start recasting. And here is what I think is going to happen with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. I think Teresa is going to have a family show with Bravo. I think it's going to be Teresa and her daughters. And I think Gia is going to be one of the main cast members on that show. That is why they are graduating her to now having more confessionals, because they are trying, Bravo is trying her out with the audience, because Teresa and them girls are going to have a show. Teresa's going to keep a check. I think everybody else is getting fired. And the Real Housewives of New Jersey is going to get diverse, which makes sense. Jersey is very diverse. I think they're going to move away from the Italian American theme of the show, and it's going to be real Jersey. I think we're getting South Asian housewives. Definitely getting African American housewives. We got to get an Afro-Latina housewife. We're absolutely going to have an Italian American housewife, but I think this show is going to go younger. I feel like the oldest cast member on this show might be like 42. I think they're going to reboot, and I think they're going to go younger and diverse. The only thing that kind of concerns me is that the Bravo built this show, The Real Housewives of New Jersey, around being Italian American. And I think they have a large Italian American fan base. So if you're not feeding that fan base the culture that you created, which is a culture identifiable to them, I'm not sure. You definitely have to keep an Italian American woman on there, but you may have to get like have that Afro-Latina girl that you're going to cast have an Italian American husband. The husbands are going to have to be fine and interesting if you want to keep that audience. So we will see. But this show going on pause is needed. It's been needed. It's been needed. And it is not Teresa's fault why this show was in the gutter. It's the rest of them broads who did not want to be a supporting cast member to her. I don't know why y'all get so sensitive about where you're ranked on a reality TV show. Baby, give me my check. I'm clocking in and I'm clocking out. That's an easy freaking check. Some of y'all are getting paid millions of dollars just to show up and be a damn fool, to cut up with your friends. And y'all getting personal, trying to ice people out, meeting before reunions to take somebody down. Is that serious? It's reality TV. What are y'all doing? Y'all working too hard for this check. It's easy money, and y'all ruined it. Nobody else's fault but yours. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Drewski, thank you so much for the super chat. Drewski said, since we're talking Real Housewives of New Jersey, the news on what about the new information came out about it? What about it? Show it to me, Rachel. What about him? He was convicted. Child. I can't believe it. The ex-husband of Real Housewives of New Jersey star Dina Manzo was convicted Tuesday of hiring a mobster to beat up his former abused new lover, and now he's facing more than 4 decades in prison. Federal prosecutors said Tommy Manzo, a prominent New Jersey restaurateur who lived in the ritzy suburb of Franklin Lakes, planned the 2015 attack on David Canton, Dina's now husband, then recruited an alleged mafioso from the Lucchese, that's real mob, crime family to pull it off. In return, the Fed said the 59-year-old Manzo promised his hired gun a free wedding at his catering hall, the Brownstone in New Jersey. Oh, that's just messy and evil. And the fact that Caroline is protecting him, he tried, I think he did. Did he beat up Dina? Did he get Dina and her man beat up? I can't believe, child. Penis is powerful. Make you turn on your own damn sister. Give Me Shelter said, but thank you, Drewski. Give Me Shelter said, let Dolores' storyline be her coming face-to-face with Dina Manzo. Dolo is trashed for even agreeing to write that letter for Tommy as a retired correctional officer with a retired cop father. D-Lo has been coasting. Do you expect to be less from a cop? That's cop behavior. That's cop behavior. NC said Black Dolores looking into her Nigerian heritage and trying to find her relatives could be a fun storyline. Or who the hell are her real parents? Because she don't look like none of them people. JG said, I'm happy they aren't getting a reunion. I heard that Melissa and Marge constantly saying they can't wait for the reunion to impress ticked off production. Reunion for what? Y'all not doing nothing. Y'all not doing nothing. Philly Joan said, I still find Marge and Jen Aiden funny as hell. They need to keep them. They too messy to miss out on. Marge has always been funny. She hasn't been funny for a very long time because she has just become so focused on taking out Teresa. She was supposed to be the fun, funny character. She lost all of that after going after Teresa. Now, listen, I think her beef with Teresa makes sense because she was cool with Teresa until she saw that playback video of Teresa telling Danielle to pull her drawstring ponytail. I would have beef with her as well, but y'all made up. Y'all keep on making up, and then you keep on reigniting a beef with her. And I'm like, well, you don't want peace. And the show cannot move forward if none of y'all if y'all don't like each other. Like, it's not going to work. Y'all don't even have to like each other. At least act like y'all like each other so that the show could move forward. But even in this season, there's different scenes of the same location because certain people don't rock with each other. It's just, y'all don't want this check. Y'all don't watch this check. Oh, I think you know that now. She is not my fave. She didn't have anything. This is the thing. Rachel came on the show and she was throwing anything at the wall, right? She lost me when she was talking about her stepson's mother and her issues, and then was talking about the whole adopting of him storyline. I just didn't like it. The mother is clearly struggling, right? Your husband, I don't know if he was her dealer. I don't know if they was doing drugs together and he got clean and was able to move forward. Whatever it was, you know the real situation. So you're introducing us to this woman, letting us know, not by her. She didn't tell us this. You're letting her know that she strung out on meth. How the hell you tell that lady's business? And how the hell you tell your stepson, who you want to be your son, legally your son, why are you talking about his mama, who you probably cry about every damn night? I don't care how terrible she is. That's his mother. His heart's going to break for her every night. You're sitting up on this reality TV show because you're so damn hungry for this check, dogging out his mother who's struggling with addiction. She lost me. She has never gotten me back because she has not done anything redeemable since. Nothing redeemable, nothing interesting. It just seemed very desperate. And then when I found out that she ran a Real Housewives of New Jersey fan page, clocked her immediately. I was like, oh, I know who you are. I'm not interested. This show, they need to stop hiring fans. It does not work with fans. It just doesn't. Melissa and Joe should have been gone. They should have never came on the show. Because then it became a show about two families fighting. And it was no longer about the ensemble cast of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And that's when the show started to go down the drain. NC said, Melissa and Marge are so unserious. They're trying to ice out Tree, but yet they can't keep her out of them. They keep on talking about her. Jen Fessler, she's trying to move on because she realizes not, talking to Teresa, who is the lead of the show, it's just a dead end. Now Marge is like, why are you talking to her? Don't talk to her. She is the lead of the show. She has to have scenes with her, especially if she's a friend of the show. Why are you trying to hold your friend's checks? That doesn't make sense. JG said, I'm happy they aren't getting a reunion. Oh, we got that. And that's what I hate for her. She's so male-identified. All the women on the show are very male-identified, which has always been so funny how they come off as these strong women, but the minute they get in the presence of a man, they crumble. They just become so weak, so dainty, so stupid. They don't know anything anymore. They don't know how to do their finances. I'm like, Teresa, you don't know how to do your finances? You've been doing it for this long. Now all of a sudden you don't know what's going on when Louis comes into the picture? She raising her daughter up like that. The daughter, 10 years old, trying to get married to this boyfriend. For what? She got this college education, not going to do nothing with it. Going to become a mom and a wife. Why you pay all that damn money if she's not going to use the damn degree? Oh my goodness. Oh, Turkish. Okay, I don't know why I said Middle Eastern. Forgive me. Turkish. So she Caucasian. She a real Caucasian. Thank you. Philly John said, at least Melissa's kids spoke. Gia didn't even get up. I don't know about these new kids. We stayed out of adult business and spoke to our elders. I absolutely agree. I will give it to Melissa. I like what she said. Go speak to your aunt. I like that. Don't bring the kids into this mess. Gia been too grown. I've been saying that. Gia been too grown. The way them kids talk to adults, a mess. Listen, the way they talk to their mother, but I know who they didn't talk to like that. That father. She's raising them girls to be male-centered. They are fine with disrespecting women, but a man, whoo, child. Give Me Shelter said Marge has so many financial issues like the Gorgas, and if the producers covered everyone's issue instead of hyper-focusing on just a few people, fans would still watch. Yeah, give us the tea. NC said Jersey not addressing the real issue between Jen and the Gorgas is so irritating. It stems back to BravoCon. Yep, when Joe courted Jen without Bill there and called her a dirty B while Melissa laughs. Yep. And she's sitting down with them, apologizing and saying she wants to move forward. I don't think Jen wanted to do that. I think the network gave her a Candace talking to and said, be nice to Melissa. And Melissa sat there in that at that lunch, not trying to move forward with her. Why is Jen, who is more interesting, groveling? JG said, I still don't understand why they didn't address the incident with Joe and Jen at BravoCon. Like, it's so weird how it isn't addressed. I don't know. They've been breaking the fourth wall on other shows talking about BravoCon. I don't know what they won't do it with this one. JG said, Marge is truly the reason why there's no reunion. I think when Homegirl confirmed that they set up, let me bring this over. Set up last year reunion was to start the crumble and then the press tour. I agree. Sierra said, that was so right, Nikki. Rachel stole. I asked for forgiveness for that. I was just getting a little caught up. Give Me Shelter said, Jackie came in hot going at the tree for something that was none of her business. Her first season and later, her weed tracks were sweating off her head and she was crying in every scene. Yep. Now, nothing. They left you for dead. We told you. NC said, Marge using her ex-husband's death that she cheated on. That's always just so weird to me, how she's making that man a storyline and his kids don't even rock with her. So you imagine the woman who cheated on your father constantly using him as a storyline on your show. Now, listen, I get them being upset about that, but now that their father is dead and gone, and she keeps on making them a storyline, I know them kids is pissed. I know them kids is heated, as they should be. Miss Brown Sugar says she can't read and she can't cover her lies ever. She's always getting caught all the time. My sis struggles to read. JG said, when Jackie checked Melissa for trying to stir up old-ish between her and Tree, I lived. Me too. Now, I was here for Jackie showing up like that. I hope she keeps it. I hope she keeps it cute. She poured that card so quick and Danielle looked so thirsty. Yeah, it's not working. Not working. I'm going to give you that. It was good TV. Give Me Shelter said, the way Marge and Melissa post after every Teresa post, you can't tell me they ain't stalking her socials. It's so crazy. It's like none of y'all have to do that. Melissa could have been that girl too. Unfortunately, she just wanted to be the star. And I'm like, Melissa, there were so many avenues for you to go. You just chose to fight with Teresa. There were so many avenues. You were the youngest housewife on that show. You could have done so many things. So many things. And she paid her dust. Even tried to rile up Jackie, and Jackie said, don't do that. I know. Jackie said, I know what you're doing, Melissa. Don't push Jackie too far. She'll start telling you tea. She said, I know what you're doing, Melissa. Don't do that. Ciao. NC said, the way some people can't see through Melissa's manipulation irks me. Everything she and her fans accuse Tree of, Mel is just as guilty of, if not more. Are we forgetting how Melissa came on this show, starting mess? Now, listen, I will say I was Team Melissa in the beginning because it looked like she just wanted to like really make it work with Teresa. I will say when she was like on her knees asking Teresa for forgiveness, I was like, you're doing a little too much. You're doing a little too much. And it was a lot of, oh, praise baby Jesus. A lot of that was a little annoying and irking. But it did seem like Teresa was the problem. The more I watch, the more I see is her. The more I see is her. Thick as thieves. Nobody messes with my family. We're thick as thieves. The stuff Bravo used to do on them shows back in the day. Reality TV back in the day. Oh my God. The stuff they got away with. Whoo! This is what I loved about Mob Wives. I never felt like they were putting it on. I felt like that's who those girls are, and especially Drita. Drita's the same person. She's still at her big age fighting on Instagram. She is still fighting. I'm like, Drita, you got grown kids. Mob Wives was a superior show. I miss it. I miss it. Miss Brown Sugar said they were playing into stereotypes heavy, but the court records seem to back it up. Ciao. JG said it just confirms that Tree was really that girl prior to the show. Mel been trying to come for her spot since entering the family. I now believe the copying outfits and purposefully sending sugar cookies. Remember that was just like petty little beef. It was petty little stuff. Then it just got so dark, and I'm like, come on, y'all. Y'all don't want this check. Y'all don't want this check. Philly Jones said, I think they all gone because everything you said was fact, but that blogger got some whole other tea making everyone look crazy. What blogger? Give me shelter said, honestly, the Gorgons margin production calls Real Housewives of New Jersey's demise. I agree. Child, I have to get, you know what, Danessa Myricks, I'm going to get your foundation because my face is expressive and my foundation holds them creases and I'll be on here looking 80. I promise you, I look a lot younger. Their one-sided editing compromised the show's integrity, so the fan base could cry foul and conduct their own research. Yep. Sierra says, so true. Danielle, histrionics are obnoxious and not believable. JG said, I don't fully agree. I think they knew Tree was a star in drama. If this was Dina, it'd be more comparable to Arby. No, but that's just fact. The show was built around Dina. She was the godfather and everybody else was like her minions. She was running the show. Prostitution whore made Teresa the star, and then the show started focusing on her. But in the beginning, it was all about Dina, that restaurant that they had where they have all them weddings. It was all about her. Remember her kids? And they was trying to sell that black water. The kids that just would never amount to nothing, my God, today. But yeah, it was all about Dina. And then Teresa flipped that table and the show changed immediately. Oh, it's getting late over here. Let me wrap this up. Let me close out with Love at the Lockup. I'm gonna get a couple more because it was in here talking about Jersey. NC said, while the Gorgons are sitting there worried about Tree, they need to worry about the feuders who are clearly their replacement. Cheap labor, same results as the Gorgons would have to pay. Guys, I don't think they're bringing any of these people back. I think that they're going to go with the new cast. They're going to, Real Housewives of New Jersey is going the same way as the Real Housewives of New York. Shanti said, like when Jackie first came on acting like she wasn't a huge Teresa fan, standing in her book line, but Marge got in her ear. That's the problem. It's like, y'all are fans of this show. That's fine. But don't come on this show acting like we don't got receipts of how badly you wanted to be on the show. A lot of these women have been auditioning for years. Danielle is one of them. They finally got it. And now they're on the show acting like they supposed to be here. Girl, y'all need to be on like a 3-season probation. Y'all are not doing the work. That's the problem. The new girls are not doing the work that the foundational housewives were doing and are still doing. These new girls come on to a show that's already built, and it's just like, oh, this is how we're going to do it. No, honey, it's not. And nobody's holding on to the old ways, but your new way is not going to work because the fan base is here for this way. Don't try to change nothing. Come in and adapt or get the hell off the show. Sierra said Nikki is clocking Teresa's haters / fans tonight. Listen, I don't get into like the fan beast or whatever or anything like that. I'm talking show business. That's what this is. It's show business. And this cast was so stubborn that they messed it up for themselves. They messed it up for themselves. Give me shelter said the Real Housewives of New Jersey started around the time of The Sopranos. Yep. No one cares about Italians. Oh, don't say that. Oh no. You know who started it? What's her name? Victoria Gotti. Oh, that was my show. That was my show. I think there is still an interest in Italian American community. I think there's just no interest anymore in the mobification of Italian Americans. I think we need to move on from that stereotype and find something else. I think we need to focus on the younger generation. I really, really, really do, because these kids are growing up in a much different world than their parents. Let's see how they move throughout this world. I remember, wasn't it like My Wives Next Generation or something like that? We could have done something like that. There's a story there, but I think these shows are trying to hold on to old stereotypes that just don't work anymore because now it just makes people uncomfortable. They got to figure out a better way. Yikes. And what, isn't he in his like 60s or late 50s? That's a life sentence. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and you're gonna do that. You're gonna do that third time. Oh, you're gonna do that third time. Crazy work. Crazy work. I get Dina not talking to her. The show was so funny. It was so interesting. We had so many good moments, but they just let it go. JG said the fact that none of them saw this coming, given how basically Andy even was disappointed that the whole reunion was spent coming at Lou and felt orchestrated like Marge, get your minions in order. Yeah, they never saw it coming because it just got too hot cocky. The Emperor's New Clothes, baby. They couldn't see it coming. Blue Jay said, odd compliment. Here we go. You would be a fantastic capitalist. What? Your belief checks over feelings. Don't let your emotions pull you on, but check that bottom. Keep me going. I gotta do better. OMG. I'm only talking about show business. And the fact that I feel like from watching reality TV and working in reality TV, a lot of it is orchestrated, right? So I'm just like, I feel like these people are getting far too serious about a show that like 80% of it is not real. They're doing too much. Get your check and go home. These broads don't like money. That would be such a good show. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm gonna try to pitch it. Thank you, Monique, for giving me that idea. I'm gonna try to pitch it. Monique says, who do you think would be a good lineup besides you and Mama Star? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm thinking of a few people. all criminals. I think it would be really good to maybe get like the like you would have to, if it's Philly, you would have to get somebody who's like a higher up at Temple, right? You would have like somebody from Temple or Drexel, somebody from that kind of collegiate upper crust in the Philadelphia area, somebody like that. You would also have to get somebody who's a foundational Philadelphian, like somebody who has been here since Philadelphia's inception, somebody that got old money in Center City. You got to find that. The cast is going to have to be mainly Black. Philadelphia is a predominantly Black city. You cannot have the Real Housewives of Philly and it's a majority white cast. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. Absolutely going to have an Italian American on there from South Philly. Absolutely going to have an Irish chick on there from the Northeast, right? We're going to have those kind of personalities, but I love my city. I'm just being honest. It's probably going to be some people with criminal backgrounds on the show. It is what it is. We got to get somebody who was the girlfriend or the wife of a drug kingpin back in the day. You got to get that. You got to get that. Somebody who is still rocking her furs from back in the day. Somebody who got the nails and the rings. Okay. Somebody who still got that money, but she put it in the business. Right? Got to have a sister on there that does the baddest lace fronts and sew-in weaves in Philadelphia. You have to have that because that would just make sense. If you're going to have somebody Italian on there, get somebody from like Gino's family, right? Somebody who has like a staple there and be like, my grandfather was the first one to make cheesesteaks. Something like that. You just have to have like foundational Philadelphians there. And then you just got to throw in one gentrifier. Here is why. That gentrifier is going to be hazed like nobody's business. And it's going to be satisfying to see, especially the way that gentrification is damaging every popular city in the United States. The audience is going to tune in for her hazing. That's how I would cast the show. I don't have anybody right now, but we would definitely have to have people within those categories. Miss Brown Sugar said, the more Marge talks, the more she starts showing elitism and real xenophobia, especially towards Jen. She could no longer be fun, lovable Marge to me. I agree. Jessica says, Nikki, please at some point do a PSA or mention that women and men can be stalked by a tile. It's a Bluetooth tracker. I have contacted law enforcement, the company itself, and tile, and there's nothing. Oh, I had no idea. I'm going to look into it, but thank you for giving us this information. I don't even know what that is. Wow. Thank you so much, Jessica, but I absolutely look into it. Give Me Shelter said, Rachel is lying about her felon being failed as a teen. He was in his early 20s. The arrest paperwork and public record, just like the police reports, Marge, these people lie with their whole chest. Yeah. Yeah. I checked out for that. It didn't feel right. It did not feel right. Give Me Shelter said, the feud set up a magazine story with the teen son rapping on the birth mom last season. The mom tried to clear, but they blamed it on Tree and Jennifer. That's some dirty work. Yeah, I do remember her talking a lot in the press, but I was just like, this lady is obviously struggling. It's just a bad situation. She shouldn't have brought it up. I'm actually enjoying Jen this season. I didn't enjoy her last season. But I'm enjoying her this season. I want to get two more, and then we're going to move on to, or end with Love at the Lockup. JG said, Jen, probably the best new addition to Housewife in years. I agree, especially for Jersey. She really stood her own, and I hope she shines and gets another chance on the show. I agree. CM said, I think it's because no one had proof of what they said Louis did, but Louis had proof of what they done with his ex. Well, this is the thing. I think Louis sketchy, right? But I don't think Louis hiring a private investigator to get information on people is a bad thing when they were doing it to him first. They were trying to find all his business. So he said, let me find out their business. Since you want to look at me, I'm going to look at you. And now they had a problem with it because, again, rich people do not get their wealth legally. They don't want nobody looking into their accounts and how they get money, right? That's why they like to confuse people and make you think that the poor working class are the criminals when they are the biggest criminals we've ever seen. So they got a problem with him. You shouldn't have been watching his business. Oh, DJ Diamond Cuts, yes! Milano, yes! That would be great. But I feel like for it to work, we have to get like old money in Philly. And I just don't know how Milano and like old Philly money would mesh. You know what I mean? Especially, I feel like also she's a bit too young. How old is Milano? She might not be. We'll see. We'll work it out. I got some people to talk to. We're gonna make this happen. So Steph said, I dated this man in Philly and he owns 6 Jackson Hewitt tax services. Ooh. How you get that? No, I'm not saying that you can't get that, but I'm like, I'm from Philly and I couldn't find that. You go, girl. JG said Victoria Gotti and them boys was my ish. I had a crush on them. Me too. I thought they were so cute, especially the youngest. I imagine me and Kylie looking for a tan Italian in middle school. That was, everybody was trying to get a little Italian boyfriend. Shout out to the Bronx though. But that was my show. Cool Relax said, hi, Nikki, part of the Replay Gang. I don't even watch these shows, but happy to catch you live. Thank you for being here. Oh my God, Dubai and Live Up the Lockup. Shoot. You know what? We're going to be here for 3 hours. Are we okay with that? Damn it. I got to stop doing these reality TV chats. And I think what I want to start doing is my reality TV chats. We're just going to be talking about stuff that happened in reality TV. I can't do the recaps anymore. There's so much to talk about. Thank you so much. I absolutely forgot about Dubai. Let's get into it. This is going to be a 3-hour live. My God, today. Let's get into the Real Housewives of Dubai. She's taking it. You can never make me hate her. Oh my gosh. The way this woman delivers on the fashions, I will say the pink outfit, the shoes. I like your outfits. I hate the fact that sometimes, Chanel, you struggle with your outfits because it takes away the slay, but you show up to work. This is the thing. This show reminds us of what the Housewives is supposed to be about. It's just wealth. Everywhere you turn, it's some rich stuff I ain't never seen. That's what the Real Housewives is supposed to be. It's too many working class heifers on these shows now. This is wealth. Every time Chanel shows up to a scene, it looked like she just left Fashion Week in Paris eating. She's eating. Our girls are back. I will say this episode was a bit of a snooze fest. The opening episode is always kind of a snooze fest because it's just getting you introduced back into the cast. So we're just going to talk about the girls and not much of the episode because not a lot happened. The only thing that really happened that was funny was they were all fighting about who was the closest to Beyonce when she performed in Dubai. And I just want to say this. Beyonce is that girl. These wealthy women were all fighting over who sat closest to this sister from Houston, Texas, who watched her, who was closer to the stage. They were all on their iPhones clamoring to get a moment of Beyonce performing. Why? So that they can show that to others, because being next to Beyonce is wealth, is prominence. Please stop comparing her to y'all faves. Beyonce, Giselle, Knowles, Quora has no peers. She has no peers. At least not a millennial peer. Her parents are boomers, okay? Her parents are all from Motown. Her parents is Diana Dan Ross. Please, don't compare my sister to nobody born in the 80s. Anyway, that was like the most interesting thing, but we're just seeing the relationships come back together. Money well spent. Money well spent. Mama got her face, neck, and body done, and she's not trying to have a baby with her sassy husband. You know what? Okay, I caught it. We're only going to get better. She's not trying to have a baby with him. She is not trying to have a baby with that male child bride. Again, I caught that one. That's the last one. She's not trying to have a baby. And I feel like he wants to have a baby because he has to have something to trap her. Like he has to have something that is like, keep his claws into her finances. And Caroline, I think you know that. I think you're a smart woman. I think you know that. I don't think a baby is happening. And that's going to be very interesting concerning this relationship because he really, really wants a child. She doesn't want it. And I feel like a woman who is adamant about not wanting a baby should not have a baby. Because what we don't want is for that baby to come in and these two do not work out. And then she's with the child. Then she's raising a child she did not want. And that child is on this earth with a mother that did not want them. I don't think she should have a child. I don't think that she should go through the process. If he wants a baby, then he has to get someone who has a baby or get a baby from somebody else. I don't think that they should bring a child into this relationship. But again, money well spent. She seems a lot nicer this season. So I feel like this cast has been taking notes because Caroline was a lot nicer this season. She was, she was getting a little shade, getting a little cussed out, but, she still kept it cute because we were not a fan of how she was talking to the Black woman last season. So she's learned and she's doing better. Good for her. Because see, unlike Melissa, right? She realizes who the star is. She realizes who the people are actually coming to the show to watch. And she said, I'm just going to sit here and collect this check. Smart girl. I'm going to tell y'all right now, beautiful woman. I love K. Michelle. She got a bad attitude. It's not fun to watch. It's not. Even watching the trailer, I was just like, this is not a good look. This is not a good look. Because the thing about Brooks is that there's no in between. It's 0 to 100 real quick. Now she's going to be fighting with Caroline the whole season because Caroline said something about her friend. It's not even that deep. I will say her hair salon looks cute. If I ever make it to Dubai, I might check that out because they look like they know what they're doing over there. But anyway, this is Brooks's friend, right? Who was at Beyonce, got pissy drunk, fell over. Everybody saw her behind an alleged coochie, right? Brooks and Talene are sitting down talking about that. And Brooks is like, I don't like what Caroline did. I don't like it. I'm going to talk to her about it. And I'm like, well, here we go. And then we see in the trailer, she's coming at Caroline, calling her all sorts of names. You're dumb. That's why. What the hell is wrong with you? What in the hell is, you know what? I'm gonna go easy on her because I just realized she lost her niece. Her niece was murdered. I apologize, Caroline. I still feel the same way, but I can talk about this later. Let me go back to you. Nice wigs. You know how to lay a wig. I really like your hair salon. You seem like a great mother. And I love the fact that you and your ex-husband are working together. You had some really, really fun scenes. I'm gonna move on. She's taking it. I've loved her since College Hill. There's nothing that y'all can say about her that's gonna piss me off. Unless it's like some shade to Black Americans. That's the only thing. We all Black, we all family. I don't do the xenophobia. I'm real sensitive about my people. But that's the only thing I'd be like, I can't believe you, girl. But that's my girl. I love her. I love her relationship with Chanel. I hate the fact that we are going to see that relationship fall apart. I hope that this is fake and they're just doing this for storyline, and that when we get to the reunion, they'll be back to being friends, because we really enjoyed that friendship. I really enjoy Chanel and Lessa's friendship. So I hope this is just for storyline and not a real thing, because I really, really like these two. They're so fun. They're so cute. I hope they can work through it. If it's real and if it's fake, I hope it's dropped at the reunion. I hope she gives us something. Sarah, just, the holistic stuff, the philanthropist, we don't care. You got to be messy. We need you to be messy. I hope you bring it. But I will say, in a trailer, it looked like she got something a little African. Was it African American? It was something. It was something that looked like Kit. Something familiar. So I was like, oh, can you do that over there? Okay, girl. Okay, girl, we're going to see. I love her son. That's such a good kid. She did a good job with that boy. He's such a good kid. But again, Sarah, I need something interesting. I need something interesting. I will say the beef with Sarah and Chanel, I think Chanel misinterpreted what Sarah said. Because even what Sarah said and what was written and how Sarah reiterated it, I get where Sarah was coming from. I do not think that she used what happened to her as a way to attack her. I think she said, just because something happened to you that was horrible does not mean that you can treat people terribly. She shouldn't have said it. But I don't think she said, or how I interpreted, I don't think she said what Chanel is saying, or how, so it hit her in a different way. But I hope they can really move forward, because I didn't like the fact that they both sat down and there wasn't any resolution. It started to seem like they were making up, and then it just all fizzled. Chanel, I like you. I think you're a really fun character on this show. I think you are the star. There's a bunch of stars on the show, but I think you are the draw, right? Stay out of mess. Be funny, be fly, keep on showing up like this, because, she ate. Oh, she ate with this look. Oh, she ate. My God, today, that's what you need to do. You need to be fun and fashionable. You getting into beefs, it doesn't work. Here is why. You're so sensitive. I like the fun shade. But when it gets real, you get so sensitive and hurt. You hold on to stuff. There's not a lot of movement. Y'all too early in the show to not be moving along. When it's early in the show, y'all gotta move these beefs along. Y'all have to make up and keep it pushing. We can't end the scene with you still at odds with somebody. It's season 2. It's too early. It's too early. But let's do that at season 10. Season 2, it's too early. Be fun and be fashionable. Don't get into them beefs. You can't take it. It's not for you. It's not for you. That's your role on this show. Talene is a new girl. I don't have anything to say about her. The jury's still out. She's new. We haven't seen much. I do think that, I hate to say it again. I'm sorry, Brooks. I do think that Brooks is putting 20 on 10 concerning what Caroline said about Talene. I think she was just making a comment, being shady. I don't think that she does not like Talene, and I don't really think that there is a beef, but I feel like Brooks is fanning the flames. But again, Brooks, I'm so sorry about what happened to your niece. Really, just awful. I'm so sorry. That's all I wanted to say about the Real Housewives of Dubai. What do you guys think? Let's get into it. And guys, I think I'm going to end with Dubai, and then tomorrow, or maybe even Saturday, I'll just wrap up Love During Lockup. I'm going to be more present for Love after Lockup. I like that more. Love During Lockup is not as fun to me because there's not a lot of interacting. I like when they're free. So I'm going to be more present for love, love after lockup than I was for love during lockup. But I still have to cook. It's 10 o'clock. It's after 10 here. I was making soup. This is the thing. Star family, it's your fault. Why? Because I just enjoy you guys so much. We have such a good time here. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do with you guys in London. The thing about it is, I don't know anybody there to like rent a place. You know, I don't know what to do. I mean, I do know people there, but I just don't know how that will work. But I would love for us to like have like a hangout where we could just hang out for hours. We'll probably be talking forever about every and anything. I don't know. I'll see if I can find something like that, but we just have such a good time and I hate to leave you all. But anyway, that's all I had to say about Dubai. CM said, I don't know how Ayan doesn't see what Stansberry is doing. Ayan can't see it because she wants to be friends with Stansberry. Here's the thing. Chanel is that girl. I don't think she knows it. I think she puts on that she's that girl, but I think she has a lot of insecurities, and somebody like Caroline being associated and friends with her helps her with her social image a bit more, right? Or where she stands in certain circles. But I don't think that she realized that Caroline needs to be friends with you to stand in certain circles. I don't think she gets that. I do not think that she gets that. And I think that Lisa is going to see that happening, and she's going to feel some sort of way, as she should. But Chanel desires to have somebody like Caroline in her circle. Well, it's the first episode, so Steph. You know, the first episode is always dry because they're reintroducing us to everybody. We're not really going to get into the drama until like the middle of the season. That blonde one, Dela, that blonde one ate. Chanel's wigs have gotten better this season. That blonde one, that opening look with her and Lisa at something that was like Dubai pickleball, loved it. They looked amazing. Give Me Shelter said, love Dubai's lightness and wealth. These women look amazing. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finally has an equally as wealthy cast. I think they're wealthier. But yeah, I agree. Elegance, opulence. I've got to be sheen and green. They look great. I love them. Those girls show up. Just a fly girl. She eats. I want to know who's styling her, or is this her doing it herself? Whatever's happening, she shows up to work. She shows up. Remember the line that all them celebrities formed to take a picture with Beyonce? Y'all lucky she humble. Ciao. I cannot wait. Love Like Yours said half of her peers are dead legends. Like, who else is doing it like her to be getting compared to dead musicians? Because the living ones, her peers are retired, except for Patti LaBelle. Ciao. At this point, there's no difference. It's just a different wig. Same person, different wig. She's dealing with a little something, so we're going to go, we're going to go easy on her. We're going to go easy on her. JG said Caroline S. came in during her job. She definitely read comments and the gains of being in favor of Black fans' faves and leaned into being linked with them versus the others. Even Brooke, who wasn't in. Oh, wait. Oh, how did I cut you off like that, Jade? Oh my God, I can't. I just cut you off. But I agree. Caroline Stansberry? Caroline. Miss Stansberry did the work. I will say that that leopard onesie. Oh, she looks so cute. It was given let's go, little kitty cat. He don't want you anymore. She looked cute. She did the work. Me too. Ayana's funny. That's where she needs to stay. I don't like her beefing. What happened? CM said, I'm side-eyeing Stansberry after that BravoCon mess with an entourage member and Kempire. What's going on? Let me know. I had no idea. I told you guys, I just review these shows. I don't know none of the tea until y'all tell me. Miss Brownsugar said, I just need Lisa to sharpen her shade a little bit. She always sounds like she's about to be clever. And then, because she's pretty. No shade. Pretty girls don't have to work as hard. Pretty girls do not have to work as hard. I'm going to be honest with you. I do not know why I work as hard as I do. Me being this stunning and putting all this work, girl, I don't need to. I can just rely on my beauty and my booty. Just John just said, Ayan is going to be more clueless on traders than MJ. You never know. Who remember Larsa? Larsa shocked us all. We were like, Larsa is really good. We were all shocked that she was playing the game so well. That's why Traders is such a good show, because you never know who has it in them. Who knew that Pilot Pete would come on the show and do so well? Who knew that Phaedra would eat like that? Phaedra would have won the show had that Big Brother loser not told everybody she was a traitor. She would have won. Jess Johnson said Ayan was quite manipulative in the conversation with Sarah. Oh, she absolutely was. She knows damn well what Sarah meant because she said it plainly. Ayan should not be using her victimhood as a license to be a mean girl. That's what Sarah said. In a nicer way, Jess Johnson. And Ayan was crying. Hey, Vodka, thank you for being here. Give Me Shelter said Ayan is the breakout star. Absolutely. There's something about Brooks's ex that makes me think she experienced varied forms of abuse because she is hardened. Oh, she did. She talked about it. She did, from him. Yep. NC said, it pains me that Chanel and Lisa let a white woman come between their friendship, especially since currently Lisa seems so isolated from the rest of the cast. Yeah, I hope it's just for show. Jade said, I think Chanel is very fake. Oh, so she'll go where she sees or thinks it will be for play or favor. I hope Lisa would be the unexpected star. She's doing all the international press. Here's the thing with Lisa. She doesn't have the personality. She has to brighten up a bit more if she wants to be the star of the show. But you never know. Like how we talked about in the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Things shift. Spency said, somebody said Beyonce has been around so long, people misunderstand her peers. I agree. Miss Yinka said, period, Nikki, too cute to work too hard. Period. Just Jonathan said, Tommy Manzo is going to get serious penitentiary time. He wouldn't snitch. Oh, he wouldn't snitch. Oh yeah, they always make a snitch, a non-snitch pay. If anything, he definitely doing 20 of those 40 years for not snitching. That's why I'm like, I could never get into trouble. I'm telling everybody business. Even people who are not participating in the crime, I'm letting them know, get a pen and paper and go and get me some Wendy's. I'm telling y'all everything. Miss GG88 said, I know that's right, Nikki. Me either. Why are we working so hard? Right? We working backwards. Speaking of working so hard, guys, I have to cook. I cannot believe I'm cooking this late, but I have to cook. But I love talking to you guys. I am going to do Love After Lockup. If I don't do a live for it on Saturday, I'm just going to post a review of it, a wrap up of it on Saturday. But tomorrow we're going to talk about the casting news for The Bachelorette. And we're also going to talk about the Traders cast. And then I think I want to do a girl, what's going on. I just don't know what time. My schedule is a bit crazy tomorrow. I literally think I only have time for one live, but we will see. We will see. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I will see you soon for something else. Night. Hopefully my internet will be better tomorrow. We will see. Why am I making soup at 11 p.m.?